According to multiple reports, Angelina Jolie might be suing the FBI as Jane Doe over an incident involving Brad Pitt in an airplane. From what we've researched on this, the lawsuit has something to do with their son, but like I just said, she seems to be proceeding with this anonymously. Even so, it has been widely speculated that Jolie is the person behind the recent Jane Doe lawsuit filed against the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The lawsuit against the federal agency is over a FOIA request, which stands for the Freedom of Information Act. It generally provides that any person has the right to request access to federal agency records or information, except to the extent the records are protected from disclosure by any of 9 exemptions contained in the law or by one of 3 special law enforcement record exclusions. I guess one of the feds denied this Jane Doe access to information regarding an investigation that happened a few years ago involving an alleged attack on a private jet. Jane Doe is now asking the FBI to fork over documents from the investigation, but claims she has been getting zero communication, so she is going to draw the FBI into a lawsuit to get what she wants. According to Politico, a judge signed off on the request this week, so she will be moving forward in this case as Jane Doe. According to the woman's attorney, Amanda Kramer, the main reason she wanted to remain hidden was due to the impact on the privacy of her client's minor children. However, that statement alone to the general public made people assume that Jane Doe must be Angelina Jolie. Based on all the information in the court documents, it appears that her description of the incident dates back to 2016. At the time, the family was traveling from France to the US when Jolie claims that an argument broke out between Brad and their oldest son, Maddox. She alleged that things escalated to the point of a physical altercation where Brad actually made contact with Maddox, although Brad has denied her characterization and said that any contact made was not deliberate. Regardless, the matter was still investigated by Child Services and the authorities when the plane arrived at its destination. From there, though, it was passed on to the FBI due to jurisdiction issues. Because of the incident taking place in the sky, it meant that they would have to handle this. That being said, at the end of their investigation, the FBI closed the case and decided to not file any charges because they felt that there just wasn't enough evidence to move forward. I suppose no one ever notified Angie, though, about why they decided to not charge Brad, and so now years later she is cracking this case back open. According to her attorney, Jane Doe wants access to these records to better understand the FBI's investigation and obtain information necessary for her children to receive medical care and trauma counseling. From the sounds of what her attorney was saying, though, it seems like Angie might be wanting to use these records in a separate DV advocacy work that she might be involved with. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this, though, because that's all the time we have for today. So stay classy, and I'll see you in the next one.